start incremental improvement.
Within Formula One, we often we're looking for breakthroughs. And I think a good example of it is in the wind tunnel. Each one of those runs has to count.
But in Formula One, it's a holistic view of what continual improvement is. There are many ways in which you can find improvements, not just at the track.
Team versus talent. Do you look for the team players or do you look for that outstanding talented individual? Or is it both?
We want people to think as individuals but behave as team players.
So what role the leader?
One is to provide that sense of purpose, and the second is the culture.
What if one part of the team is failing?
Cut it out.
This is very interesting. It's not who you hire, it's who you fire.
Well, I like difficult people. They're creative, you know, they're the ones who challenge. The blame culture was stifling creativity. No one would put their head above the parapet. I empowered people, I moved the sort of chain of command down, and success started to come.
Yeah. So Mark and Ken, build on a point, pushing down the chain of command.
You know, the cultures that seem to create great performance and high performance, particularly in Formula One, are cultures where people are given the understanding of what's to be accomplished, the values in which the organization is supposed to be leading itself through this performance change, and giving them the authority to make decisions and do things.
But it goes wrong. I've spoken to a supplier, we're going to bend this pipe, and it doesn't work. What happens next?
You can't expect success in everything. You know, if you've got success in everything, you aren't trying hard enough.
The individual's taken an action, they're being empowered, they're heading in the right direction, but it hasn't worked. How do you recover that situation?
I think you recover it through honesty.
The other factor, of course, is in Formula One, you get a very clear idea of how well you performed every other week.
How do you raise spirits and raise morale when it's continuously? You've got the right team, you're doing your best.
We had a bad race in Austria on Sunday, but I stood in front of all the staff this morning and I explained exactly what went wrong and what we were going to do about it. And that sort of thing stops you spiralling.
You're the winning team, you're a Ferrari, you're a Mercedes, you're at the top. How do you keep that peak performance when you are the standard?
It's the way you've got to take the learning and continually challenge yourselves, otherwise you won't win the next race. So you've got to have that sense of fragility in your performance. You can never take it for granted.
But within a team, you've got two competing drivers. How do you create alignment, interdependency, and all the good stuff about it, but both of them want to win?
I have an easy thing I say to them. Look at the name on the top of your paycheck.
You said that you did the usual thing, the 100 days reflecting, watching, observing. What were you looking for and what did you actually find?
My aim was to be non-obtrusive and see what the true picture was.
Because some say that culture is what happens when the CEO's not around.
Absolutely, that's my point entirely.
Could not be clearer. Please join me in giving them a fantastic round of applause.